Right, oxygen not included can't hurt me anymore. Now it's time for the healing. We're back with the House of Uggo. We've got to build up those chin points. We need those chin points to expand. We've expanded as much as we're allowed ourselves without expending any points. We managed to get 12, mostly through the breeding of ugly children. Angevin here is a right Uggo, and Super Pie is also fairly homely themselves. We ourselves are homely, married to our hideous wife, and we're putting that Fasund to good use. We need to wrap this family tree back in on itself, but I still need more ugly children out of my Duchess, otherwise I am going to have to divorce her, or perhaps even just outright kill her, so that I can bring in somebody else to get some better genes going, because only 2 kids. You know, we should be having the full lot of kids so we can get all the ugly points we have. Does ugliness have ranks like beauty? Yes, and we just saw them all there. It's homely is level 1, ugly is level 2, and hideous is level 3. It's worth 1, 2, and 4 points on the old chin scale there. There've been quite a lot of people asking what does chin points mean? What's the joke there? The joke is about the Habsburg chin. I have been told that it's the Habsburg lip, but you take one look at a well-bred Habsburg and tell me you notice the lip ahead of the chin. Right, so actually with the points we have, we could expand to another county, and I have my eyes on Bohemia. Bohemia is a fairly big one for us to take on. Our military strength ain't too shabby, but he's made up of a whole lot of better men-at-arms than we have. Normally I would just outpay the way, but he makes tons of gold, and he has built up tons of gold and built up tons of men-at-arms with that gold, so it might be a bit difficult to take him on unless I can secure myself a half-decent ally. But it's alright, we're relatively young at 29, and worst-case scenario, losing an unpressed claim is not the end of the world. Is there anything I particularly want to do at this point? I am thinking about marrying off. Well, maybe not marrying off, but finding people to betroth our kids to. I really want to get in on the incest, because incest has a reasonable chance to spawn negative traits, as well as the incest trait itself. So to that, I consult the old family poll, which has been spreading out a bit. I mean, it's bound to spread out, that's how the bloodlines go, but we should try to fold it back in on itself. But I wouldn't take incest, or straight incest, over finding somebody who already has a negative trait. So, do we have any such... Ah, well, here we go. Super Pie Uggo and Hartwig Uggo could get together to make some more ugly things. Actually, if Angevin and Hartwig got together, they are opposite genders, they would be both cousins with common ancestry, and they would definitely pass on ugly to everything they popped out. That would be a great source of points, and since they're very similar in age, that would be pretty great for us. Unfortunately, if we have any male heirs, they'll be our player heir, not Angevin, but we could facilitate some differences there. Right, what are the rest of you doing? You're busy not having many defects. Right, Anno Uggo is married to his aunt, Selblaith Uggo, and with that we are guaranteed to get some albinos floating around in the family stick. The trouble is... Now, I might be wrong on this one, but I feel like I'm 85% on the money here. Daddy Sihoa did not die to pass on the throne. He abdicated. And when he abdicated, I'm pretty sure his court and courtiers split apart rather than going down to the next of kin. The reason I'm thinking that is that all these people that I thought I knew where they were have just gone off to God knows where. I mean, this was a matrilineal marriage, meaning the guy should be with a girl, but the girl's over here in the Byzantine Empire. You're up there. Who else do we have to care about? Where's my brother? Well, he's dead. I guess he's not anywhere. Mother's in my prison. I swear I had the family more under my thumb. So I'm pretty sure the court just kind of splits apart anyway, Jake, unless they're employed. They just scatter to the 4 winds. Is that so? Feels like it kept more apart. I mean, Sihoa had plenty under him. Then again, he had all his siblings, I suppose. In any case, it might be a little difficult to bring them back, but I don't need them back. I just need Uggo and Selblaith to spawn something, and then I can arrange a marriage with them. Hopefully, neither of them end up founding their own houses, otherwise it's going to get a bit messy with the matrilineals and stuff. They're being hosted there. Right. She's not actually in his prison. My prisoner. and mother. Right, I should probably let you out. I'm going to get really stressed out if mummy dies in there. No, not execute. She has no money, so I can just negotiate her release. I'm not going to banish you, but how about you take the vows and give me a hook? I haven't had anybody become a monk, so we'll sort that out. Otherwise, there's not terribly much for us to do. We're nowhere near getting any Kingdom of Austria going. We'd need 100 chin points to allow ourselves a kingdom. Not to mention what we would need to hold these duchies, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 counties, 5, 6, 7, 8, and an additional duchy. That would get very expensive on the chin points. However, the point is we should be getting those chin points rolling in, so wasn't I just talking about hooking you up with that Uggo right there? This is a harder way to look at it. I think a better way would be to go to check out the old family twig. Oh, it keeps contracting here. Find that ugly bugger. It's Hartwig. And then arrange a marriage with our daughter and player heir. There we go. Both parents have the ugly trait. It will get inherited and it might intensify. Intensity would be amazing. 4 points per hideous child. That poor child, though, will have minus 30 fertility, minus 3 diplomacy, and minus 30 attraction. It'll make getting it on a bit harder. Matrilineal or not, it does not matter, but I'll make it matrilineal so that the boy comes over to Angevin rather than the other way around, because I don't know where he is right now. So there we go. You may want to pin your unclaimed bastards, Jake, otherwise it's going to be very hard to find them once your character passes on. Very true. Okay, oh no! Oh wait, no, that's Portal Storm. She gets around. Incredible though, she was moments away from hitting the wall face first, but Siegfried is in there. Good job, Siegfried. Alright, a good point on Hartwig though. Let's put a pin on him. Oh, great jings, I got people here. Right, yes, good. I've already pinned both of these characters. I'm very interested in their spawn. Wonderful. Yeah, I mean, God knows how autistic that child's going to be, but the point is she has a child. Expand the House Uggo. Things really picked up yesterday. That's what Lustful's for. Yeah, we got 1 point in the first session and 11 in the second session. Ooh, Peasant Rabble's at it again. But that's okay. This is exactly what I have men-at-arms for. Grab the MAA, grab the levies, and get stuck in. Oh, that just torches them. Didn't put him into jail, but let's leave no rest to the wicked. I find it strange that the character dissolves, but their shield does not. So we've had some chugging problems on the stream lately. Sometimes it becomes a real slideshow. Do yell at me if that happens, because... Wait, I could call in the mayor? We're allied? Oh, I didn't bank on that. I hope you don't call me into anything. You've got 73 military strength. Yeah, my sister and you is causing that. No, my daughter and your... Oh, Christ, that's why I don't like them leaving court. End up with allies that I don't want. Anyway, if the stream does chug, do yell at me, because I have my task managers open, specifically a Chrome Breakdown task manager, to see what's causing it. Mayors can't go to war, Jake, so you don't have to worry. Yeah, I'm supposedly not meant to be able to go to war, but I can find a way. Anyway, into jail you go. These wars aren't bad, I just see it as an opportunity to get myself some new decent prowess individuals. I'm sorry, Gottfried, but you just don't cut the mustard. You may be brave, but you're not zealous, so I can negotiate your release where you convert and get recruited. You won't give me a hook, though, because you're brave, but that's okay. You know, I don't have to demand your conversion. A hook might be better. I mean, I can use that hook to make you convert, but... Nah, who needs a hook? I mean, I might need it down the line, but I won't bother. I just want the guy recruited so I can have him as my marshal. I need some desperately improved anything in my court here. There we go. See? Just, bygones be bygones. And he's a criminal, right? Yeah. God, I could execute him for revolting against me. That's harsh. Sadly though, we still don't have any good marshal to hand, and our bishop blows. I think my bishop is ultimately going to cost me more piety than he gets me. Loss of piety event and loss of vassal opinion could happen. Ah well, such is as it is. No, Jake, I mean they really can't. I'm sure he could find a way. Right, who do I have in my prison? I got some ugly kid. Where did you come about? Oh, right, you're the bastard of Portal Storm and Siegfried. You know what? I can't have you here. You'd go off and join your mummy up there. I will keep you in my prison as potential breeding material, which is not something I want to hear somebody say about a 5-year-old boy, but he's a 5-year-old ugly-looking boy, and that's what we need around here. Otherwise, ooh, you are delicate. It's another point there. I don't like the health penalty ones because those stack up bad. Dwarves, it's pretty good. But I can't put that learning of yours to use because I am forced to have whatever I'm given when it comes to these guys. I'd rather just throw him into prison and take his money when he builds up too much of it. I can take the devotion hit and the tyranny hit as long as it's for the rupees. If you're good enough to organize a bunch of peasants, you're probably better than whoever we have at the moment. 18 wasn't bad, but 21 is better. Oh god, no, get you on trained commanders. Oh well, even better, get you on increased county control. No, we lost it in both these places, but I'd rather have it in the one that has 2 holdings than 1. Get those levies back. I need those for my eventual war with Bohemia. I wish I could check what Bohemia's council rights are. Council rights? Feudal obligations, that's what I'm looking for. Because it's good to know who else can declare war. Now I do have the chin points to spend. I could go in and get county off of Bohemia at any time if I felt like I could take him on, but his wallet's too fat and his levies are too big. I think I'd have a good chance rather, when you take over, and you might even die really quickly putting you in charge, and that would weaken them quite a bit, I reckon at least. Oh, I installed a new mod for this game. It's called Night Manager. You can use it to not have your offspring and lovers and spouses and any others serve as knights. I wanted this for a while, and I think somebody linked me up with it, and I was so happy to see it. Because holy moly, I was getting real sick of forgetting about having my my heir go and die as a knight. Not that that ever happened, but I know that it could happen. That should just be vanilla. Correct, Endarius. So hopefully they just fold that in. It even looks good. I mean, I wouldn't have thought twice about that not being the vanilla UI. Right, the Duke Turston of Trippa. Well, what do I care? He's turning Lollard, and I'm not having any of that. Actually, is he part? No, he's not part of HR. He's just some weird Catholic up there. Fortunately, our realm is so minuscule that nobody's really going to change religion, and even if they do, they don't hold any land outside of a single barony. How does it feel under me? Ooh, feels pretty money, I agree. What I could do is revoke his title, imprison him, and then take his money, but he is vengeful. That will make it little... No, it's not actually that bad, but his intrigue is so much better. 17. Spymaster's alright. Speaking of, much as I'd like to go and find some secrets, I don't have what it takes to extort money from secrets. I don't have golden obligations. I have medicine focus. Why do I have medicine focus? I think I wanted some witching going on, but aren't we already a witch? I better keep that in mind, right? We were... There we go, I'm a witch. I'm going to witch up the kids. And as long as our heir is witched, we can found a witch coven. But I do need to expand the witching of the dynasty. It's actually worth staying on top of. I want that at 60% and above. So find the living members who we can witch up. Well, preferably if we can. God, why do you hate me so much? Sadistic, homely, dungeoning, more sadistic, deceitful, honest, more sadistic. Sadistic really hurts in the relations, doesn't it? Well, not a lot I can do against you then, but I think we already knew that. Oh, no, that's not what we want. Living members. As long as they are old enough for it to matter. The ones that are really old could well die, so... Well, actually, I doubt any of these will die before our heir is of age. I just wish that it wouldn't disappear when I open up the convert to witchcraft thing, because I kind of want it open. And it's hard for me to remember where I was on these lists. 16, but yeah, this opinion of me really hurts. When I was doing this before, my learning would overtake all of that, and I suppose if I had the money I could gift them up. But oh, she demands a fair chunk of dosh. Sadly, she's beautiful, so we're not interested in what she brings to the table. But yeah, with such a small number of family members, it's really rough trying to get them going here right. Already has a witch secret. Already has a witch secret. Well, if I work on these... Oh, well, no, I'm not working on you guys, am I? You are House Uggo, but we're not particularly well related. Honest. Okay, well, they're not zealous, at least. I might be able to convert them to our ways. But I can't seem to offer to be a guardian over both of them. Just one of them. But one of them might be okay. Alright. We can... Alright. I would... Hold on. Angevin? Haven't I already your... No, I'm not your guardian, and I don't want to be your guardian right now. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Do we have anyone that's pretty bright around here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, you're just gonna have to figure things out yourself, whilst I get some scholarly circles. It's actually not a bad thing to get. My learning will help in converting people to witchcraft. Still, an heir for you. Anybody well learned is good, and setting your focus is good. Martial doesn't seem so good. Stewardship, pretty good. So then I want to get you a good stewardship. Learning is good as well, but it's better to be good at the main thing. So I'll have my mother teach you a thing or two. Is my mother a witch? No, but... No, but it should be okay. There we go. You can ransom Siegbert. Siegbert's only worth 10 ducats. I don't think I want to let him out. But 10 ducats is better than dead and no ducats, so out you go. Righto, I was shocked when I caught Silblaith trying to steal, right? We are looking over our own aunt here, but I should be able to witch her up. I don't mind her being honest, but doesn't honest hate... No, honest likes honest. Great. Honest is for the better. Children are the future, something to keep in mind if you want a witchy future. I just want the coven. Once we have the coven, I'd be happy to forget all about witching, except for making the next heir a witch. It's grounds for execution, that is true, but we do at least have title protection here, right? Yeah, we've got a great contract. War declaration, title revocation, council rights. Coinage rights would be alright if I have a hook down the line, but I'd like to reduce my my taxes. A lot of my taxes are because that I get the stewardship payment. This is a very different campaign for me. It's not attack, attack, attack. It's bide your time and focus on family matters, which is good, because I was looking for more challenge in CK. There was a significant lack of it, in my humble opinion. Right, my wife. I wish it would tell me how long until I can sleep with you again, but maybe I should just try and sway you for now. Better relations with her, hopefully more children with her, but our combined fertility is not amazing. I wish that fertility guy would help me out again. Yes, Guntbald, you really helped out. Despite my spouse's poor martial skill, we gained some prestige. Lovely. In many ways, an inward-focused campaign like this suits CK3 a lot better. Yeah, as long as there's fewer battles. The battles are not so hot in this game, in my correct opinion. Apparently, you would get me extra taxes sometimes if you collect. But... I think we'll let you finish that off and get back to the taxes. I would love some more extra taxes. Oh yeah, FPQC's talking about crusades, which are tremendously broken in the game. Hopefully someday they get fixed. I'm sure they will, right? 1.2 is probably going to be addressing a lot of polish requests of the game. Oof, Alba's not looking so hot. Looking a bit Norway there. Brittany's looking good. Byzantine's looking too good. I've heard complaints about the Byzantine Empire never falling apart. And it's like, well, granted, no it doesn't, but if you take matters into your own hands, they can crumble. 1.2 has the renaming tool. Does it, or does it just allow you to name your grandchildren? I mean, the renaming tool is overpowered. I can rename anyone anywhere. I could name Borivo here Fart Balls if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Oh Christ, someone's trying to kill me. Is it you? Okay, well, whoever's trying is not doing a very good job of it. It's probably my rival, Count Stefan. But he's far away, he doesn't have a good shot at it. But that's not to say he doesn't have any shot. Maybe it's your daughter. I think they'd recognize someone that ugly trying to plot against me. It would be a real problem if I died, though. My kids are not witched up, and I need some witching going on around here. As soon as Cellblaith here is witched up, I'll dump her in favor of Angevin. I'm doing Superbuy instead of Angevin? Madness. Well, we know it's not our daughter. Children cannot plot to kill. Any Disney members in your court? Probably. Rothard is my cousin. He's an Uggo, but he's only a stutterer. Coming out of Mr. Modesty and Samuel. Oh, right. Holy Roman Empire wants Castile out of Germania. Stutter's pretty good. That's a couple of points and it doesn't hurt that much. 2 diplomacy is nothing compared to 30% fertility. It's the renaming tool I was talking about. Sorry for the lack of clarification. It allows renaming of dynasty members in court. Aha, I see, I see. It can be difficult to keep track of back and forths between myself and chat. Righto, troubling translation for... Guntbolt, you really helped me impregnate my wife when I needed it the most. Translation, eh? I could just buy him something. No, I don't think so. Look to the scriptures. It's not what we're here for, right? I want him to become a more learned chap, and my own learning lifestyle would be useful too. Then again, 100 piety does translate to money. Nah, let's have a look. We help him out, he becomes more learned, and we gain lifestyle experience. Speaking of money from the Pope, gosh darn, if only I weren't so wealthy, I could liquidate this prestige. Well, if somebody's trying to kill me, I might as well hide my dosh. And then go to my good friend the Pope and ask, wow. My sinful traits and the opinion are enough for him to say no. I need another level of devotion. I could also, you know, sway him or something, but I just swayed my Duchess. Okay, well. No, I know how to do this. Court politics will marginally increase your opinion of me. Then you'll give me the gold. A lot of it in these games is knowing the tools you have to work with. There we go. If you have an empty holding in your county that's already got one of each type, what would you recommend building on it? One of each. Oh, right. So if you have an empty holding in a place that has one of everything. So let's take the county of Pilsen here, for example. We don't own it, but let's imagine we did. It has a castle, has a city, and it has a temple. If I knew that I was frequently going to have problems with losing land to my heirs on succession, then I would build this up with 3 additional castles. That way you can revoke the mayors on them and get these castles back anytime you want, provided it was your capital and you knew you were always going to get this. But let's say you've grown a bit, or you have primogeniture and you know that's not going to be a problem. I would always go with temples, 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 temples. Because if your court chaplain has a temple, they will pay half of the goodies to you, half the dosh, half the loot, and they will grab the rest themselves to really help build it up, and that's amazing. I think they deliver the most tax and the most levies. Cities are better for building up development, I believe, but if you don't care so much about development, and why would you? It doesn't really matter much in the game. Then I would just say temples, temples, and more temples. 500 gold for 500 piety is a pretty solid exchange rate. Well, it is until you realize that if you build it in your subjects' lands, the subjects gets it. But what I found, and I experimented with this off after I finished the Wallachia campaign, temples everywhere prints limitless money. Because that money, some of the temple money goes to your vassal, which you then get through the fees that you charge them. The feudal contracts, there we go. It takes a while for the game's terms to come to my mind today for some reason. Probably just busy squeezing oxygen not included out of my head. So the money from the temples goes to the vassal at a much better rate than the cities do. And then you get some of that. And plus, those temples also pass some of the money up to your realm priest, who then passes some of it to you. So you get a much better hit of it, kick of it all. However, when it comes to Republic vassals, ugh. 20% tax, 10% levies, yeah, no thanks. I just do not think you get your value out of cities whatsoever. Right, this is an event that speaks very closely to me. We're struggling to read a scroll, such small symbols. There's no way in hell my bishop's getting a hook on me. Some lifestyle experience for gold. No, I want gold. Sell everything. How am I expected to take on... Oh, right, that's right. I need my wife to help me out slightly with domain management, or else I am over my domain limit. Money. Money is needed to keep Bohemia in their tracks. One could imprison their own priest for that old man money. Yeah, at some point, your priests just become laden with gold. So, honestly, just throw them in prison. If this guy had 2,000 gold or something, I would just mash that prison button. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Oh, great. The smallpox pope is on for a crusade. The crusade for the Kingdom of Castile. What's wrong with the Kingdom of Castile? The Vatican issues a call to arms for all righteous Christian rulers for the Kingdom of Castile. So what, you want that county? That one county? I'm not sure. Not sure about that, Pope. Just ask nicely for that county. Okay, a plush carpet. Hostile scheme resistance is probably not something that I want to have, right? Well, a reduction of it, so let's just sell it. Ooh, I wasn't aware that selling it just gets you that money. That's quite nice. We could attempt suicide. I certainly won't, though. Good to know that nobody else is trying to murder me. So it looks like they're alone in their endeavours. Just as well, because I've got witching to do. Oh, I'm still swaying my wife. I can try again. She's about to hit the wall as well, and she has given me a disappointing amount of children. If this fails, I'm just going to kill her. And then find myself some new hot totty. Maybe with a stutter, maybe with a bit of club foot, maybe even albino. Isn't that a someone who's trying to kill you carpet? Yes, exactly. I've seen that event plenty of times when I'm trying to fob it off to others. Okay, whew, I thought that was the crusade going on there, but no, it's just Heinrich? No, it's Rambaldo. Shameful diplomatic display towards Duke Sul the Bully. Ah, well, you do you, bully. Oh, he's on my borders, Jings. Right, we've almost increased the development, we've almost regained control over there, we need to regain control in Amstetten, but it goes pretty well. Why serve the crown? What is serve the crown? Should I know what serve the crown is? Yes, I should, because we started out with a single bit of martial, and that gives us control growth. It's actually a pretty good amount of control growth, especially if you have a lot of counties for yourself. You ever found a reason why you might want to set a different inheritance law on your primary title versus your realm? Different inheritance law on your primary title versus your realm. I wasn't even aware I could set it differently by title. Wow, I did not know you could do these per time. Wow, okay. Interesting. Well, I'll have to look at that once I have multiple titles. Right, excellent. I should be able to turn my aunt into a witch. My wife will happily help me here for 100% chance. She's convinced. Great, get back to helping me out in general. Nice. When she joins, that's going to buff up the Witch Coven numbers to about 50%, meaning I just need another one. I think I'll finish off your tutelage and then I'll start tutoring my own heir, because I want to make sure that her traits are stuff worth playing with. How are other members of the house looking? Anybody coming towards maturity? Maybe I shouldn't have killed my father. He was a good witch, but I wanted to be house head. Anno, oh yeah, but I couldn't give him any tutelage. He's actually going to water things down. Knudsa? Oh, that's not good. You're going to water it down as well. Same with Rothard. I'd like to educate this child, actually. Dang, they're all coming of age faster than I thought. Sorry, Super Pie. Time to dump you out with bathwater, because I need to grab Rothard and educate him myself. What a fitting time to get Pediology. I don't need a Guardian for Super Pie right now. In 1.0 you could have infinite duchies, setting them all individually to be feudal elective. As in you could hold them yourself individually? Would you not get the ill effect of too many duchies that way? Okay, it seems like I'm unlikely to be able to crank another one out of the old wife. So... oh, I'm already scheming. Yeah, we call this a scheme, I'm sure. Away you go. In 2 years' time, she doesn't sire us another heir. We're just going to kill her. I could imprison her, but that would be tyranny for my subject. Oh, I think I have 2 subjects. Yeah, my realm priest and my mayor. Anyway, I wouldn't do that. I'd just kill her on the sly. No one needs to know. That also means I don't have any schemes that I'm going on with right now, so I need 2. 2, 2, 2. Would it kill it? Kill it to help me out with this witch. I don't want witch. I want not witch. I guess it wouldn't work there. We'd be looking for known secrets, wouldn't we? Oh, no, that's not what I want to do at all. It's difficult, but I'll take a chance at it. Take a chance, take a chance. The opinion bonus among vassals for owning something with feudal elective stacked for some reason. It was 15 per duchy. Only well, it doesn't work anymore, so that's out the window. I don't like feudal elective, but I haven't really played with it. It's just a case of not liking something I'm unfamiliar with. I'll have my wife help me out with learning right before this procs. A clever idea, if I dare say so myself. This dunce, he's working on chronicle writing, which is okay. And we're a couple years away from High Medieval. Sadly, we've been beaten to it by lots of others, actually, but not the French. Stupid French. Is that points counter automated? I would be very impressed if it was able to be automated. But no, it only takes me 2 seconds to update it. I don't even need to tab out because some games are much better at windowed than others. But I can update it to anything I want. I could say on the slide that I've got 50 chin points. But I don't, I only have 12. I only have 12. Whew. It's possible, Jake. CK3 on events class. Event is a very powerful modding tool. What it could export. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be too hard to read a value for that, but no thanks. Besides, it might have bugs and need debugging, and I'm not into debugging live on stream. He says, I remember back trying to figure out during the Riku World Conquest what was causing certain opinion modifiers to remain, even when you annex and release a nation. Some would remain, some would not. And it was actually dependent on what other opinion modifiers you had. Right, wife. At 45, it's going to be pretty spacey in there. So you better untie those tubes. That fertility hit is actually pretty brutal. Why, of all things, did I go for ugly? Fertility is something we very explicitly need to get those points going. 14, 15. Again, I'll let Cellblath mature. Ah, well, there we go. Astute intellectual, no less. And now you two can get married. But I can't invite you to the court. Sadly. Wish I could. Well, go on. Get married then. Make plenty of albino children that I can send my kids off to. Now I can go and ward somebody else. Since you're an adult, though, you've bumped up that witch coven to 36? Oh, I was looking for more than that. Did a witch die? I hope not. Well, you should bump it up a bit more, and I'm gonna start warding over you. Remove you. Teach you a thing or two myself. $36, huh? Leper is minus 95% and you managed it. Yes, we did. Jake doesn't look at the mantle while he pokes the fire. I used to poke the fire a lot as a kid. Still do, actually. But like every good man, I know how to start a fire. I can't force Berta to see the truth. Well, I could certainly try. With help from my wife. Those odds weren't good, but they were good enough. Excellent. And another one joins the coven. Great. I think I still need 2 more, but we're about to get 1 with you, and another with you. Whew, that should be alright, unless we have a lot of diluting going on. Let's check those living members again. Sorted by age. You're fine. Okay, it won't be diluted after Angevin, so we should be good for Witch Coven after our daughter comes of age. Unless there's a big downside. If I have a male heir child, that's going to delay the Witch Coven a lot. I might just kill him if we do. It'll stress us out, might make me a murderer, but hey, it's all for the dynasty. Witch Coven itself is pretty good. You don't need to be a witch to make use of it. Oh, Shrivens, he's a bit too snippety. 91%, but we got him. Okay. The thing about high luck is it just means that the unlikely is more likely to happen, so... I tend to be very wary of things that are, you know, there's a 5% chance it'll fail, or yeah, 1 in 10 chance this will go bollocks up, and it's usually a pretty big warning sign for me. Holy letter. I sit down with my good friend Kaiser Rambaldo, and we draft a splendid letter highlighting His Holiness's youthful vigor. His opinion of me could be useful. Piety is always useful. At the discretion of Kaiser. You know what, let's give it a go. See if that actually helps. I'm impressed by your insights into our religion, but less so by your insights into fellow man. Oh, okay, so I didn't get the opinion, but I got a bit of lifestyle at least out of it. Not worth it for 100 piety, but I think that's more down to Rambaldo let me down there. Did the Kingdom set fire for the albino girl? It absolutely did. So we should have Witch Coven good to go in a little over 5 years, unless we have a male heir. Whoa, clock is ticking. The biological clock is ticking, my hideous wife. Keep your friends close and your hideous wife even closer. Gotta be wary that someone is still trying to murder me, but I think we'll be okay. It's just a 1 in 20 chance of my death. Actually, it'd be really tragic if we die. What a setback. I'd lose all this opportunity to have all these uggo kids. Oh man, at least we should have a lot of ugly kids out of these two. The combined fertility bonus sucks, but I think what we'll do is we'll cough out ugly, and then we're going to start breeding in albino into these guys' kids with the albino duo's kids. Why are you not married? Why are you not living together? Oh man. I was reading rants on the forum about the adventurer things in the game, and I agree. It's like people would rather die landless out there than get together. Bloody hell. Oh well, I can only hope they somehow find each other. I mean, otherwise I could go and help make sure that there's a beautiful child between them. I could pull the same stunt that Guntbald pulled on me and my wife. What a great man. Oh, and he's friends with my cousin Rothard. A friendly guy. Can you fabricate a hook on either? I don't have that. Oh, I could reveal reveal you as a witch. He's a witch. It's actually to my benefit that he's alive and a strong ruler, so I'm not going to do that. But it would amuse me immensely. I just wish he'd ward his own kids. Then he'd make them into witches most likely. He's got good, well, excellent learning skill actually, so he might do plots to turn his family into witches, I can only hope. Maybe make his own witch coven. We can all be witchy together. Form a little witchy world, if you will. My rival. He could become my nemesis. No, he's definitely becoming my nemesis. Into the water you go. Oh, better remember he has a strong hook on me. Oh, well, that'd be very tragic if he used that to get me killed. Where'd I get all this money from? Well, I'm not complaining, I'm just enjoying that money. The Czech, they just sit back and make loads of money because they've got that gold mine, not to mention some of the best duchies in Europe. No, not duchies. Sorry, the best duchy in Europe. Look at the size of this thing. Whoa, this ain't right. Rothard didn't proc the witch event. No, he did. I must have missed that. Yeah, that was the one with 91%. I was just completely wrong as usual. Anyway, you're around here. Yeah, I hope you do hang around. Actually, you're a stutterer. I wouldn't mind having stuttering bred in around here. I'll find you some nice... I wonder if Deceiver likes Deceiver. How about that? You are an Uggo, and you will definitely chug out some stuttering Uggos. Then we might be able to breed that into the family. Go for it. All these genetic defects in Europe must be wondering why they're in such high demand over in Austria. Austria doesn't even have this reputation by this time. But it sure is working on it. Gotta catch 'em all, indeed. Okay, wife, that's it. You've gotten too old. Time for you to go. Gonna get rid of my wife, get myself a new, hot, young wife. I'm Fassund, right? This is not my problem. This is your problem. I think I'm gonna find someone that's less hideous and more anything else at this point. Player heir is wrathful, callous. Compassion is a virtue. We could probably do with some virtues going forward. We're not that nice. And it's an attractive thing. I do need you to be attractive if I play as you. Callous is very unattractive. Go for it. Be compassionate. I got stressed out over that, so this better be worth my time. The purpose is to own kingdoms of France, Germany, Italy. No, it's not. It is absolutely not. I could stay this size and still fulfill my goal. My goal is to have a member of our dynasty with the inbred trait atop the top titles in Germania, Francia, and Italy. So currently that would be the King of France, the Emperor of the HRE, and I guess the Serene Republic. No, I guess it would be, because it can't be the Pope. So the Serene Republic, the Serene Doge of Pizza, would all have to be our inbred dynasty. I don't have to own them. Just got to get our dynasty up there with that horrible trait. I'm not going to say it has to be done at the same time. That seems asinine. As long as I get them all done at some point, it's okay. Ugly, stuttering albino dwarfs. Just got to breed them in. It's a bit of a slow burn, but that's okay by me. As long as I get that wife of mine killed. It's plowing along nicely though. Agents? Oh god, she's not well liked, is she? This game's so unfair. Killing off the ugly ones like it's no thing. Right, I actually finished off my warding of one of you, so I better get working on the other daughter. Besides, if they come to like me, they might like me in a more carnal sense. Get that inbreeding ugliness going on. I don't really care about you, Eckhart. I care about your money, but you only have 118 ducats, that's nothing. Ah, this is good. 50%. One more and we're there. And we're about to get, well, two more, really. As long as I don't sire myself a male heir somehow, this is A-okay. Ugly makes it pretty hard to seduce, though. But I will need to find some other hideous freak to bed around here. I could always switch focus, right? I would really like learn on the job, and indeed all the way down to scholar, because scholar's so damn good. But I can't deny that a bit of help with my game would be pretty good. You know what, I should let chat pick the next trait to try and breed in. We'll wait until the wife is dead, because it's a moot point until she's out of the picture. The Serene Doge of Pizza does sound like a title for the inbred trait. Jeez. Gets worse the more I think about it. Right, are those two albinos getting it on yet? What is wrong with them? I swear she's moving around here. What? Do I have to invite them to court to get this to go? Well, I don't know. Just don't know. I think if I invite the woman, maybe the man will come. Got to get bleeder, Jake. Hemophilia is a disease of the true European royalty. Scaly would make us even less attractive. That would be difficult. Then again, isn't albino an attraction penalty? No, it's not. It's just a general opinion one. There are a few things I enjoy more than the Kaiser. Holy moly, the Kaiser's put on a bit of weight. What the hell happened to you? He's meant to be athletic, but he's, well, whatever. A break with a fatty is a break nonetheless. The time has come, my agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin on the very night of the deed. The other will ensure the wall is unguarded. The third will leave a subtle trail of candles to Duchess Phyllis's bedchamber. Everything is in place. Goodbye, my Uggo wife. My involvement remains unknown. You gain no stress, because you are sadistic. Well, look who's back on the singles market. Right. Come on, folks, what do we want? Preferably something that doesn't make us even less attractive. Trying to think what even there is. I should have had a list handy for all the bad traits. Dwarf. Oh, right, we should always check for inbred first. No inbreds, that's a... Inbred doesn't check... inbred says no fertility. Right, well then. The Welsh, the Greek, and the French. The question isn't should we get inbred, it's should we get inbred hunchback or inbred dwarf. Where are you? An alliance with this lordship or an alliance with that? Well, the lordship seems less likely to cause me issues. I think we're going to have to go for the dwarf. But hunchback is so... Oh god, 30 attraction penalty. Dwarf, it's going to happen sooner that way. Wait, no chance of children? How? How could there be no chance? This is only a minus 50% fertility hit. Because she's 11. Yeah, but someday she'll not be 11. Whatever, we're having it. Come here, my disgusting freak of nature. Right, I'm 5 out of 4 on my domain holdings, which is pretty poor, so I need to ditch one of them. I ditched the crummiest one, and that is actually Florida's fort. Just grant it to a low noble. I'll retract it whenever I want. Oh, baby, you are a steward for the days. Having you around is actually good news. I forgot about that increased development, but there we go. Come on, age up, age up. I don't need to witch you up. Path of zealotry. But I'm cynical. But I want that piety, so give it to me. Oh, Crivens, did I stress out? No, I didn't. I have no stress. We don't even know what stress is. Can you educate your wife? I could, but I'm busy working on my members of my house, and I'd rather have members of my house educated by me, so that I can witch them up. Again, I want that witchy coven. It's also kind of good that our wife-to-be is not immediately able to sire us an heir, because again, I need Angevin Uggo to be a witch before I can trigger the coven, and that means I need her. Well, I basically need 4 years, and what luck, in 4 years and a number of months. What's her name? Nestfurch. God, that is an inbred name. Nestfurch. Nestfurch bleeding? There must be some Welsh around right now. What sort of name is Nest Furch Bleedin'? Jings Mullings. Zen Double QTV says, oh, nice catch after a tough day. Long time no see. Nothing better than cynical humor of Jake. Cynical? Humor? We're just trying to make horrific inbred babies here, right? Oh, God. If I got an offspring with inbred dwarf at 7 chin points,